Hello, it's Sarah Furness, and I'm running through my habits formula to help you train your brain to perform optimally under pressure. Now, if you recall, habits stands for healthy automatic behaviours in threatening scenarios, and we've got an aid memoir that we're running through step by step in order to actually train your brain to be able to perform optimally under pressure. In other words, to be able to have healthy automatic behaviours in threatening scenarios. So today we're going to be looking at B, which is be in one place. So if you haven't checked out my other videos, then check the links below to find out why multitasking is a terrible idea. When we multitask, our performance goes down by 40% or our error rate goes up by 40%. It takes about 2 hours longer in our working day to get things done, and we feel more stressed. So the most simple and effective way to make sure that you increase your performance and your productivity is simply to focus on one thing at a time. Now, as I said in the previous videos, our brain's not used to doing that, whether it's because of culture, society, or just the fact that we're wired to be easily distracted. So in the first two videos, I explained how we can set the conditions to train our brains to focus our attention where we choose it to be. In this video, I'm going to explain why we need to focus our attention to be in one place, in the place that we choose it to be. And that is what I'm going to refer to as unitasking. So rather than multitasking, we simply decide one task that we're going to do, and then we set aside time to be able to do that. Now, of course, there's a number of things that can get in the way: real life, other people, distractions. So one of the best things that you can do after this video is write down all of the barriers and the distractions that you're going to have that are going to divert your attention, and then see what you can do to remove those barriers. Maybe it's just about getting rid of as many of the open programs that you've got on your device, or putting your phone down or in a drawer whilst you're doing your unitasking. But if you can complete your work and personal tasks whilst focusing on one thing, I promise you it will be a better end result, and you'll save time and you'll feel totally zen at the end of it all. So have a think about how you can remove the barriers to unitasking, reducing how many distractions you have. Now, one thing that I often get asked is by people that are in jobs that require them to be very reactive and they're constantly firefighting. Now, as a pilot in the RAF, obviously we couldn't just have our focus in one place at one time. We had to be able to respond to radio calls or gunfire. So in that scenario, if you work in a very reactive space and you simply cannot focus on one thing, which I would challenge you on, but if you really can't do that, then the other thing that you can try is what we call the work cycle. And all that means is, for example, if you have 3 tasks that are of equal importance, then you create a work cycle where you intentionally focus your attention on that one thing for at least a few seconds, if not a few minutes. And then you intentionally focus your attention on the second thing and then the third thing, and you do a work cycle. But the important thing in here is that you're not moving too quickly between the tasks, and you're being very deliberate and intentional about it, because your brain likes that, and it gives your brain a chance to focus on that one thing. So be in one place, and if you need to, move that one place around, but do it intentionally and methodically. If you want to know more about that, then get in touch with me, sarah@sarahfurness.com, or check out my website for loads more resources. And I'll see you back here for the next video, which is I of Habits.